Welcome DMs, dungeon divers, and future dungeon divers. Today we're going to talk about beginning player etiquette. This is for the beginners, of course, and maybe a refresher for the rest of us. So come on and sit for a spell. I'm Jimmy Lee, and this is Ability Check. Roll it. Now remember, D&D is a game that's put out by Wizards of the Coast. And also remember that most of the time I'm bringing you rules that come out of the Players Handbook and the Basic Rules book. Basic Rules you can actually get on the Wizards of the Coast website. I have a link below. You can download it to your phone, your PC, your laptop, whichever you need. Now let's get to it. Okay, number one rule in Dungeons and Dragons for the beginner is have fun. It's a game, bro. That's all it is. Just get in there and have a good time. All right? If you're not expected to know anything, everything, just get in there and have a good time. You're going to learn as you go along. Just stick with it. Have a good time. Number two is be on time. All right? Since we're playing online mostly now, instead of in person, it's easier to be on time because you just go to your computer. But sometimes life gets in the way. And yes, life does get in the way. And sometimes you can't make it, or you're going to be a little late because of work or whatever else. Just let the DM know. And if it looks like you're not going to be able to actually go to the game, try to give it a little notice. 24 hours is nice, but sometimes that can't happen either. But what can I say? Just try to do it. Number three, be prepared. First thing you need to do is that as you're walking in the door and stuff like this, you're sitting down to play. You need to know your character. You've already rolled up your character. It's already there. Read everything. Go to the basic rules. Read about the race. Read all about the race. Then also read about your class and what you can and you cannot do. Now, you're not going to remember everything, but that's okay. But you'll have an idea of what's going on. Come with a pen and also paper. I use a cheap notebook I get from the dollar store or something like that I can actually use as my character's memory. I write down names, places. That's basically what you need to do because you need to remember. Your character needs to remember these things, and what you write down there is actually your character's memory. It's your memory too, because I guarantee I will forget. So I always have to write this down, and you should too. Number four is ask what the house rules are. Hopefully your DM has already told you what they are. House rules are a little bit different from the actual regular rules that are in D&D. The reason is because it could be because of the campaign setting. It could be for numerous reasons, but there's going to be some house rules. I have a couple that I always use and some that I use depending on the campaign. Now, that's what your DM is going to do, and you need to ask and clarify what the house rules are. Now, you might not remember them all, but at least it shows him that you have interest about what's going on. Number five, remember these rules are not necessarily in the order that they should be brought in, but anyway, they're in here, but it's eating snacks. Eating snacks is fine. Just remember to mute. Anything that's going on in the background from you, your fellow players can actually hear because of your mic. One thing is somebody crunching down on something, it's going to go straight into the ears of the people that are online. It's not so much happens so badly when you're actually playing a game in person, but since we're online, that mic is right there and it amplifies it and it puts you that crunch right in there. And I gotta say, I've been complicit in this, reaching for the potato chip pack and bringing it in. When you grab that thing, it starts crunching, and everybody online goes, "Oh, what is that?" So remember, mute. Mute is your friend. It also can be your enemy sometimes, but mostly it's your friend. All right. When you start talking again, make sure you unmute. But if you're eating snacks or you have to take care of something that's behind you or going on around you, make sure you mute so it doesn't go into people's ears. Number six, be patient. No one expects you to know all the rules at your first game, at your first setting, or even first couple of games. All right? No one expects you to. You have to be patient. Also remember, there's other players there with you. All right? They need their turn. You need your turn. Just be patient. You'll get there. You'll get it. You'll understand what's going on. Just have some patience. Number seven is pay attention. Please pay attention. That's the whole DM thing, as he's describing something, and all of a sudden he's asking you what you're going to do, and you go, oh, wait, what? What was that? I'm sorry. No. Pay attention. Stay off the cell phone. Do not surf the web while you're playing a game. Believe me, it happens. People do that. They get bored because their character's not doing anything. But the thing is, you need to pay attention. Remember, this is a team sport. You need to know what's going on. The DM's explaining things. Other characters are talking about what they're going to do. You want to know what that is, right? So pay attention and be patient. Probably the best 2 rules right there. Number 8, you are new. You can ask questions. Please do. Yes, the DM, or hopefully the DM assigns you a mentor and you can ask them. You can even ask other players. Oh, I'm not too sure. Can I do these things? What can I do? Right? Ask questions. It's perfectly okay. As you get more experience, you'll realize what you can do, but ask questions. It's all right. We want you to ask questions. I would rather you ask questions than not be able to do something because you didn't know if you could or not. All right? Please do. I want you, in my game, as a beginning player, I want you to be actively involved. So please do ask questions. Number 9, most important, remember you are a team member. All right? That means that there's other people in there. Hopefully, remember, not every character can do everything. They're not meant to be. A fighter is a fighter, the rogue, all those. Each of those have different skills and the different abilities to do things. That means that you're not going to be able to do everything, right? But, so don't get upset. It's not meant for you to do everything. That's why you're a team. You're a member of that team. What you should do is that you should help support the other members of your team to be able to do what they do best. They should support you on what you do best. Got it? There you go. Remember, team. It's not you against the rest of the party. It's not the rest of the party against you. It's not the party against the DM. It's not the DM against the party. We're playing a story, and you're a major actor in it. So are the other members. Number 10. Talk to the DM after the game. If you first finish your first game, talk to the DM, talk to the mentor. Matter of fact, talk to both of them. Ask them how it goes. Hopefully the DM and the mentor will come to you and start talking to you. It might not happen the night of the game, but it should happen in the next couple of days before the next game. All right? So you should actually talk to them. What's going on? What's happening? They're going to ask you how you enjoy it. What did you find that you enjoyed best? And also ask, they also can give you some tips that you can do next time. Remember, you're role-playing. You're not going to get it right the first time. None of us ever did get it right the first time. We just stuck with it, and we kept doing it over and over again until finally we started getting better at it. And I'm going to tell you right now, 35 years, I still don't have it down perfect, and it probably never will, but I am going to have fun doing it. And number 11, always remember this. This is the most important rule. I brought it up before. Always have fun. This is a game. That's what we're here for, to have fun. Period. And so this brings me close to the end, but another thing too is after you've played for a while, remember before I told you I can get you in to play for free because these rules are free, you know, and all this other stuff. But if you're going to be in for a while, you're actually going to end up sooner or later having to buy the Players Handbook. It's the most important book in the whole thing is the Players Handbook. For you as a player, you need the Players Handbook. You don't need to buy it right away. I would actually find out by 5 or 6 games you've already found out whether you liked it or not, then buy the Players Handbook. That's when you need to get it. All right? Before that, yeah, stick with the basic rules. Go with what's in there. After that, Players Handbook, best friend. Do it. Okay, so this brings me to the end. All right, I gave you all these little etiquette and protocols. They're not really that, but anyway, they're just guides for you to help you succeed, hopefully. But anyway, here, just remember, hit that subscribe, that like, and that bell so you don't miss anything I bring to you. And remember, if you have any questions, leave it down in the comments, DMs. If I mess something up or you think there's something else that needs to be added, just put it in the comments down below so we can actually bring it back to these beginning players. Just remember this. Be safe, play safe. I'm Jimmy Lee. This is Ability Check. Roll it. What?